Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. QA Nostalgia here, and I'm maybe kind of, sort of, slowly starting to come around on Pantheon a little bit, and that's all thanks to DesrynDoes here. I'm gonna have a link in the description for you guys to check out, because Visionary Realms actually let him run around the game and record it, which I know that seems kind of crazy, but well, they did. And part of the criticism I have of Visionary Realms is that, well, they're just not being very, very transparent with people. And, when your public relations is pretty much in the toilet, you don't really have anything to lose. So this visual NDA thing that they still got going on, you guys need to ditch that. I don't know if you watch my content. Probably not. I've probably pissed you off a million times by now. But yeah, this is the way to do it going forward. I know a lot of developers they're still kind of stuck in that old school mindset, and we don't want anybody to see our baby and judge it until it's ready. That doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work anymore. People want transparency. They want to be there on the ground floor. The whole era of early access and Steam and all that stuff has really changed the way that the game is being played. And you got to roll with those punches, man, or people are going to punch you. And, if it wasn't for this fella's footage here, well, I don't think I'd be feeling that way. Because I haven't gotten a good chance to really look at this game and the progress that's been put into it. It's definitely not the total dumpster fire that a lot of people think it's been, myself formerly included. I can see that there's been work put into this. I really like the atmosphere I'm seeing. And I really like the ambience, the different sounds going on, and the atmosphere that's been created. You guys are going to have to excuse me if I sound a little nasal. I am definitely getting sick. The missus is sick right now. She's got a 100-degree fever. So she's just resting up. And I figured I better get this out the door. Because in a few hours, I'm going to be full-blown fever mode, not wanting to do anything for days. But look at that skybox, folks. Take a look at that for a moment. That's pretty awesome, man. And it's just a shame that they weren't ready to show these things to people before. And look, I'm kind of a frugal fella. I don't make a lot of money. Very, very little money. And I got 5 kitty cats. And yeah, at the end of the month, I'm pretty much full-blown ramen mode. So I don't have $250 to throw at a game to get in there and run around and test it out. So it would be wonderful if Visionary Realms would open things up maybe once or twice a month to us plebeians who don't have that kind of money to throw into testing a game, which I think is kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. It's your deal. You got to fund it somehow, right? I look at Monsters and Memories, and I'm constantly comparing the two, and it's probably not fair, right? Because what those guys are doing, they're doing things very differently. Right now, it's pretty much just a passion project. They're not asking for any money. They're funding everything themselves until they get to a certain point when the team is more comfortable taking money from people. So, yeah, it's just two different ways of doing things. And when I stack them up against each other, and I take a look at the censorship that's happened to myself, as well as other people who have vented their frustration over this project the past couple of years, which in my opinion is very much warranted when you're so long in the tooth with your development, and then I look at Monsters and Memories, you're just not going to stack up very good. And, I think I need to let go of comparing the two and just keep them in their own separate box, right? Because it's not exactly fair to do that. And I'm looking at my hat over there, and it's looking kind of tasty. So, and I had a fella tell me, "Oh, I'll see you in 2 years when you come around," and I'm like, "Yeah, right. Well, I tell you what, that's true, all right? Because I came around sooner. I came around a little bit sooner, and I can't say I'm fully on board yet, right? Like I said, with Visionary Realms, just the way that I've been handled, and certain people have been handled, I don't like it. I still don't like it. It still pisses me off. I'm trying to move past it and not take it personal. And just, I don't know, man, just forgive and forget and get over that crap. All right, fine, I can't post on MMORPG subreddit anymore. Reddit's kind of a cesspit anyways of just toxicity. So, well, to be honest with you, I don't really miss it that much. But, I mean, take a look at this. This looks pretty good, right? This isn't bad. And honestly, it reminds me of a mix between Breath of the Wild and Fable, which is a pretty good combination in my book. In terms of character models, hey, it's early. They're not there yet. What can you do? Me, personally, I'd rather see like a cel-shaded look, like Breath of the Wild's characters, for example. I think that would fit very well if the player characters, NPCs, all the enemies in the game had more of a cel-shaded look, just to complement the way that the game itself looks. They just feel like they don't belong in this world. Is that just me? Maybe you guys can let me know down in the comment section. Is it just me, but do they feel like they've been plucked out of a different game and dropped into this world? It is my opinion that they should go full cel-shaded with the NPCs, the player characters, etc. But yeah, man, I mean, the weather's looking pretty nice. I really dig how things look during the day. Sometimes there's this misty look going on. I like how there's clouds going overhead, like in this scene here, and you can see the shadows on the ground. That adds a really nice atmosphere to the game. Of course, we've got the UI off here, right? I'm assuming that they hid the UI just to get those nice sweeping shots. The darkness, how dark everything is, and when you see somebody come through with a torch, 2 thumbs up there. 2 very big thumbs up there. Because yeah, a lot of games they don't have the nerve to make things dark at night, and people complain about it. And I'm already seeing people over on Monsters and Memories Discord saying, you guys need to tone down on the darkness. No. I gotta tell you, I'm getting kind of tired of having to mod games to make them dark at night, because, well, let's be honest, a lot of these games, it's kind of like playing at 7, 8 o'clock in the afternoon versus midnight. It doesn't feel right. Is it more convenient? All right, fine, but well, the nighttime should be dangerous. It should be dark, and there's just a ton more atmosphere when you have to have lighting sources to get around, especially when you see other people moving through the world, cutting through the darkness with their lamps and their torches. It's just really nice, and so I really appreciate that. I think that's a very good design decision. And yeah, man, yeah, you guys need to really get rid of that visual NDA. I'm going to keep pushing this on you. Visionary Realms, get rid of the visual NDA. There's no reason for it anymore, man. At this point, all it does is lend fuel to your detractors, myself included in that previously, because you got to show people good faith, especially when you've made blunders, especially when the game has been, I think it's been, they've redone the art style now like 3 times. Maybe somebody can correct me. By my count, it was only this one time, but I've heard people say like 3 times. I don't know. I have no idea, but the 247 thing, the switch in the graphics, people are salty, man. People are really salty, and it's just the way that it is. If you want to disarm that salt, you gotta really just put yourself out there and be willing to take it on the chin when people complain about how jank your character models look. Whatever, who cares?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You can act like a man! What's the matter with you? Is this how you turn down a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do?
People are always going to find something to bitch about. I mean, I had people complaining about Monsters and Memories. Oh, this and that and the other thing. Come on, it's still a proof of concept. And I can't even believe that you have swimming in this game. They have swimming animations and all these things in the game that, most games don't have that. But people are always going to complain. You have to be able to take that. And it's something that I've struggled with myself on the channel, if I'm being honest. You get that criticism and it stings a little bit, and you can get a little salty. You take it personal, especially if you're passionate about something and you're really pouring yourself into it. It's hard to take that criticism. And after looking at this footage, I can see that these guys, they are passionate about what they're doing. I think they've made several mistakes, but I see passion here. And I see something that could potentially be special. I think it's a long way off, which really bums me out, man. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 41 years old, and the clock's just a tick, and the world's getting more hostile by the day. All this war and rumor of war nonsense going on. You guys know what's going on out there. I want to play these games before the world ends, all right? I do. I dig these lamps. It'd be cool if we could get some moths around them eventually. You know, when they do the final pass on all the art, and they just kind of touch things up. It'd be cool to have moths like bouncing around. You can hear them like clanking into the glass, etc. Crackling of the flames. I think that's already in. I've got this muted right now, and I've only watched the footage once. But yeah, I think slowly but surely this community is going to start to turn the other way from full-blown torches and pitchforks into maybe. And I made that joke in Nathan Napalm's video where one of the puppets is like,
More streams. We'll let the Nathan Napalm even stream.
So, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good.
I said, hey, it's nice that you gave me a cameo in your video, bro. Because that's me. That's definitely me. That's how I'm feeling. That's me right now in this moment. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. What do you think about all this? I know there's still going to be people who hate it. Some of you are going to call me a traitor because I'm not riding on the hype train, the hate hype train anymore. But I got to call them like I see them, man. And after looking at this footage, I can see why Nathan has been steadfast in his support of the game, where I'm like, I gotta cut ties with it, bro. Let's let it go. He's like, nah, man, I see things that you don't see. It's like, all right, well, I'm starting to see those things. And, you know, like I said to the devs, it'd be great if the general public can come in and run around every now and then, if you could put something out there for us folk who don't have, you know, $250 or whatever to throw at testing the game. It'd be nice if you did that. Take a page out of what Monsters and Memories is doing and just open it up for stress test reasons now and then. Let us come in, stress out your servers, get some footage, have a good time, and I think it's really going to do a lot for you guys. But like I said, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a thumbs up. Get down in the comments section. If you're new here, I ask that you please subscribe. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.